Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day. So I'm in a little nook of my bedroom talking quietly because I want to update you without anyone hearing me. So I did not vlog yesterday, even though I wanted to do an update every single day on the progress. But yesterday was a long, stressful day going back and forth about the stain color. In my last vlog, if you remember, I told you that our subcontractor was amazing, so sweet, so nice, so on board and saying like, this is not the right color. This does not match your floors at all. They look pink. So we felt comfortable that she was going to work with us to get us where we needed to be. But then yesterday morning, she shows up with an employee of the company, not another subcontractor. And they both come in with a completely different demeanor. Very defensive, very frustrated right off the bat. And so they try to like get it a different color and ask me if my opinion, if I like it, if they can move forward. I'm like, oh, okay, it's better, but no, like I'm not happy with it. And then they go on and on like, this is the best it can get. This is the best you can do. Your stairs are very red. So then I'd be like, okay, then, all right. So I'd leave. And then they'd call me back again later with a different solution. How do you like this? We've got it really close now. So then I'm thinking, well, if you could have done better, why didn't you try that yourself at the beginning? And instead of arguing with me that you couldn't do any better. But anyways, I would look and hoping that it would be there, but it wasn't. And I'd be like, it's very nice, I like it, but it does not even come in the same realm as the floors. And then they'd get all defensive again. Like, there's no way we can match red oak with vinyl. Vinyl is man-made, red oak is natural, it's super red, it's gonna show through. There's no way we can get it close. This is actually really beautiful, this is perfect. But like, each time it would just be like, either way too green or way too blue or way too pink. It was never at all a warm gray. So several times I suggested adding some brown because I saw that they would match my brown tiles. Like they flowed with my brown tiles, not match, but like flowed. So I'm like, maybe there's some brown in there, but disregarded because I'm not a stainer. I don't know things. I don't. But anyways, hour after hour, we'd go through the same cycle of, oh, come look guys. We'd go look. We would say it's nice, but still not happy. And then them saying that they can't do any more. It is what it is. It's the closest they can get, but then they would come up with a new solution. So I just don't understand. Anyways, so at this point, the subcontractor gets very frustrated and starts pointing, saying, if I go to the store and I get your samples and I put it against this first step, we're gonna see that it was the initial stain that you chose and you chose this light floor. So we've been doing all this extra work and they're gonna charge you double now, and all threatening and defensive and aggravated like out of nowhere. Because trust me when I say I was being so calm and choosing my words so carefully because I didn't want to upset people who are working on my floors. Like a very expensive project. Like I want them to be happy because I want to be happy. But I guess you can call me sensitive because when she started pointing at me, like I got emotional and was like so taken aback, I don't know. But I was so like caught off guard, like, what was that? And I'm like, what I said to her was, you sound very different from yesterday. You're saying very different things to me today, and you're acting very different today than you were yesterday. Yesterday I thought we were on the same page and on board with each other. Today you're very different. And you know, she's obviously acting different because she's with the employee of the company. And I don't appreciate that. Like, don't be fake, don't be two-faced. Like, is it the color or not? Do you see, like, what you said to me the day before was, this is not the color, this is not the right stain, this is way too light, way too pink, not gray at all, doesn't match your floors at all. And all of a sudden today you're threatening me to charge me more, charge me double because you're doing all this extra work. So, you know, they went on like, just trust us, trust us, trust us. So at that point, like once, like after the pointing, I told Jim, like, I'm not going out there again. I don't know if I'm overly sensitive. I don't know if it's because it's the time of the month. Some people have called me an empath. Some people have called me just dramatic. I don't know what it is, but like I didn't want to go out there again. So I said to Jim, you deal with it now, because I need to manage like my stress levels and anxiety. So I went back into my room, and an hour or so later, I hear Jim go out and subcontractor tell him, I figured it out. It's the perfect match. We're there. I came up with this idea of putting a little brown on it for a second and then wiping it off so we get those streaks of warm that your floors have. And I hear Jim going, oh wow, like that's good. Like we're 90% there. Obviously it doesn't match perfectly, but we're there. I'm happy with it. I'm sure Jen will be too. So Jim comes into the room to tell me this miracle solution. And before he even tries, I'm like, I heard you. I suggested to put brown in like 3 times the day before and once today, and nobody even responded to me. But anyways, I don't need credit for the brown. I just, why didn't you guys do this from the beginning? Or why did you make me feel like it was impossible to reach a warm gray on my stairs, and making me feel bad or threatening to charge me more? Like, why was this whole big uproar? Why did it have to happen? It didn't. If you brought the stain and it didn't look good on my stairs, just try to get it to where it needs to be, and that was it. Why did it have to be this whole big thing? But something I'm so happy about is we were considering going up to my parents' cottage up north so that we could have use of a kitchen all week. And I'm so glad I'm stubborn and I stayed home, because we would have never caught that initial salmon color. The subcontractor, who never talked to me before, wouldn't have known that's not what I chose, that's not what I wanted. She would just think, okay, that's their taste, oh well. And I would have come home to complete stairs that wasn't at all what I chose, wanted, liked, or whatever. And at that point, I would have had to pay all over again to get it to where they needed to be. So I'm glad I was here to catch it, and that one day of hiccup, we're back on track. And right now she's here painting, and yeah, I think I'm gonna peek now because I want to see how it's looking against the white now that the orange is gone, but I'm thinking it's gonna look good. So that was a very long story, somewhat short. It was hard to summarize a whole day of back and forth, but glad it's over. What are you doing? You want another banana?
It's so big.
What's so big? The banana?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
It's so very tall.
It's very, yeah, very long. This kid is seriously living his best life. We've been off routine this week, but honestly, it's been really fun. He's just watching his shows. Oliver's still sleeping. Like, I don't know. I've enjoyed being in here. Obviously, I couldn't do it more than a week, but it's been fun. And we've raised our curtains like I said I would many vlogs ago, but since we're stuck up here, what better time? So we did that yesterday. We came from a condo that had 9-foot ceilings. So when we came to this house that had 8-foot ceilings, it felt very like low for us. It felt very, like the rooms felt smaller. So raising, you can't really tell on camera, but raising the curtains make this room feel a little bit more grand. And I think we're gonna keep our plant in here, guys. I originally purchased it for the sole purpose of being beside my stairs and hiding the modem. But I like the way it looks in here. It looks really cozy. This room is super big, so we have the space for it. And now that the stairs are being redone, we bought this little glass console table that has like 2 layers of glass. And I think we're gonna put the modem down on the bottom and then decorate the top with like whatever little plant, like a little succulent and a couple books or whatever the case. So I'm pretty sure this is staying here and I'm happy about it. Oh, and I got another one of these to put in the hallway because I just love these lights so much that I wanted it in the hallway. Look at that light there. So despite all the shenanigans from yesterday, I'm loving the color of the stain today. And I'm so glad I spoke up and didn't just leave it alone because I was too embarrassed or didn't want to bother anyone or I felt stupid. Because yes, I've said it 1,000 times, I sound like a broken record, but redoing your stairs is so expensive. And Jim and I don't have tons of money. We had to work really, really hard, and we've had to go without for many, many years to finally be able to get a home and now make it the home we love and possibly our forever home. So everything we do to it is really important, and I'm glad I stuck to my guns. Like, I can't imagine the stairs being how they were the first, like that first stain that we supposedly chose. You guys can go back to the vlogs. You'll see that we did not choose that salmon color stain. But anyways, yeah, super happy. I should lower my voice. Super happy with how it's looking. They are not 100% matched to the floors. I knew they wouldn't be. I know that red oak can't be 100% match to a man-made vinyl product, but they, like, at a glance, they do look the same warm gray, and I'm very pleased, especially now with the white painted, so you don't see that reflection of orange. I can finally say the orange is gone. There is no more orange staircase, and I can just hear the angels singing. So yesterday was just a little hiccup, and I'm glad we're there today. So yeah, I'll check again once everything is done for the day. She still has to come again tomorrow, Friday, and then Monday and Tuesday, the guy who did our floors is gonna come back and place in our spindles and posts and railings. So do the like finishing touches. So yeah, I'm just glad we got the stain to where it needed to be. So her car is gone. I assume, I don't know, she usually says goodbye to us and lets us know. Hello, you done work?
Fine, but I'll be doing some overtime after too.
Okay, so she usually says goodbye to us and lets us know what she's done and if we can walk on it or not, what time she'll be here tomorrow. So I don't know if she's upset with us from yesterday or what's the case, but it looks really good. I think these 2 steps here are like a perfect match to the floor. Like, they look really nice. These 2 steps were the ones she had to start today. So it looks like they don't, you know, no grain is showing yet. So I'm assuming she still has to put some other color or a top coat that's going to bring out all the grain that you see in the rest of the steps. And even here too. Like, these 2 steps look very different from the rest. The middle section looks really different as well. The middle section here looks very warm. And then these look grayer, but I'm assuming you can't get all the stairs to look the same because there's different planks of wood. I'd just be happy if these 2 steps show the grain like the rest, and these 2 steps look a little bit warmer like the center, or I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything until end of day tomorrow because she's not finished. So I'm not going to get all, you know, worried. So you can tell that the center here looks a little lighter. Could just be because of the window that it shows lighter here than it does down there. And because there we have our couches blocking the window. Although we do have the front door that has a lot of light, so we'll see. But this looks pretty much just painted gray rather than a stain with grain. See, the grain isn't standing out any different than the rest, just like the rest. I don't know, we'll see. But overall, we're a long way from the beginning of the week where it looked totally different. And I showed them that you put my curtains up higher. I like it. At first I'm like,
oh, no, I'm gonna drop it down.
No.
I'm gonna drop it down, like literally guys, I gotta drop it down this much.
No.
And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drill 2 more holes, put 2 more wall plugs.
No, it looks good like
Putty
this.
more stuff up.
If we're gonna...
I'm freaking her out.
No, it's good. Because first I was like, we gotta bring it to the ceiling to make this the ceiling look as tall as it possibly can. And then last night I was like, maybe I should have kept a little bit of a frame, like maybe go as tall as that vent you see over there. But no, I think it should just be tall, because if the whole point is we're trying to make it look like the ceiling look taller, let's just keep it like that, right?
Yeah.
Say like this video, goodbye.
Like this video, goodbye. And subscribe the button. And thumbs up.
He surprises us every day with something new.